What's up, everybody? One of the best days in real estate is closing day. It's really exciting. The buyers have the keys, they're ready to start their new life in their new house. No house is perfect, so you start to imagine what you're gonna do to your house to make it your own. Maybe you watch HGTV or you scroll through Pinterest, maybe even watch some of your favorite YouTubers to get ideas. But here's the thing. Not all upgrades are worth doing. In fact, today I'm going to share with you the top home upgrades people regret after moving in. Some of these are surprising and they can cost you thousands, not just in dollars, but also in frustration. If you're new here, my name is Caryn Gardiner and I share tips to help homeowners avoid costly mistakes. Whether you're buying, selling, renovating, or just figuring things out, I've been in real estate long enough, yes, I am that old, to see what works and quite frankly, what doesn't. So stick around. This video could save you some serious money. Let's dive right in. Let's kick things off with one of the biggest upgrade regrets I see. Over-the-top luxury bathrooms. You know the ones, those oversized freestanding tubs, extravagant walk-in showers, and heated everything. While it looks like something out of a high-end spa, here's the truth. Most people rarely use that fancy tub. I mean, seriously, filling up a giant freestanding tub takes a lot of water. And after a long day, the last thing you want to do is wait 15 minutes for it to fill up. Plus, cleaning that thing, not fun. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a tub at all. In fact, it is smart to have at least one bathtub in the house, especially if you're thinking about resale value. Buyers often appreciate at least one bathtub, especially if they have young children. So it can be a real selling point. So, side tip, please don't get rid of all the bathtubs in your house and convert them to standing showers. But that enormous sculptural tub that takes up half the bathroom, you'll probably use it once and then it becomes a dust collector. Instead, consider a nice walk-in shower and a practical tub that you'll use every day, and you won't regret it. Next up, open shelving in kitchens. You've seen it all over Instagram and all those design shows. Open shelves showcasing perfectly stacked plates, gleaming glasses, and maybe even a cute plant or two. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? But let me tell you, it's a trap. Here's what happens in real life. Open shelves are dust magnets. Not to mention, if your plates aren't Instagram worthy, your kitchen ends up looking cluttered and chaotic. That said, if you really do love the look, just consider mixing it up. A couple of open shelves for decorative pieces, but keep the majority of your storage behind those closed cabinet doors. It keeps things neat and saves you from constant dusting. Now let's talk about one of the biggest culprits of regret: hard to clean surfaces. Marble countertops, glossy black tiles, high polished flooring, they're all stunning. There's no denying that. But after a month of living with it, you're gonna start to notice something. Everything shows. Fingerprints, smudges, water spots, you name it. Marble in particular stains even if you look at it wrong. Unless you're ready to treat it like a newborn, you're in for a surprise. Marble stains, chips, and scratches really easily. Red wine, lemon juice, they're like kryptonite for marble. Here's a true story. A friend of mine splurged on marble countertops for her kitchen. She loved the look, and I have to admit, her kitchen was stunning. She was super careful. But her husband, not so much. She was making dinner. I think it was a nice shrimp dish. And FYI, this was less than 2 months after they finished the renovation, and he spilled lemon juice, and it created a permanent etch mark. Let's just say she wasn't thrilled. If you love the look of marble, consider quartz instead. It's durable, non-porous, and much easier to maintain. Plus, it mimics the look of marble without all the headaches. The same goes for glossy surfaces. They might look sleek, but matte finishes are much more forgiving. Save yourself the trouble and just opt for finishes that hide smudges and require less upkeep. This is a good time to remind you, if you're looking for a good, vetted, experienced realtor anywhere in the country and you'd like our help, simply fill out that very short form. The link is right in the description, and I'll contact you immediately. Okay, next, wall-to-wall carpeting. It does feel soft underfoot, but let's be honest, it ages quickly and it does trap dust and pet hair and allergens. Even with regular vacuuming, it's just hard to keep clean and can get easily stretched or stained. I'm not saying you shouldn't have carpet, but just consider limiting it to bedrooms where it adds warmth and comfort. For high traffic areas, let's look at some other options. First up, Hardwood flooring. This is the classic choice for a reason. It's durable, timeless, and does add real value to your home. Plus, it works with any design style. Modern, farmhouse, traditional, you name it. The beauty of hardwood is that it actually ages well. Unlike carpet, which deteriorates, hardwood actually develops character. And if it gets scratched, you can refinish it. But let me be upfront, hardwood floors are not cheap. The cost per square foot can add up quickly, especially if you choose premium woods like oak, walnut, or hickory. But you can consider it as an investment, one that does increase your home's resale value. Pro tip, if hardwood is outside of your budget, consider engineered wood. It's more affordable, easy to install, and still gives you that natural wood look. Now let's talk about luxury vinyl plank, or LVP. If hardwood feels too expensive or impractical for your home, this is an excellent alternative. LVP has come a long way. The quality now is really impressive. It mimics the look and texture of real wood, but at a fraction of the cost. Plus, it's water resistant, scratch resistant, and really easy to clean. This makes it perfect for kitchens or basements or just homes with pets and kids. It's also DIY friendly. Many homeowners install it themselves with the click lock system, although I wouldn't recommend it. And let me tell you, once it's down, most people can't tell the difference between LVP and real hardwood. And I have one more option for you. It's a little edgy, but you might like it. Consider polished concrete. It's perfect if you're going for a modern industrial look. Concrete floors are practically indestructible and require very little maintenance. Plus, they give you that sleek contemporary vibe that does pair well with minimalist designs. I'll be honest, concrete isn't for everyone. It can feel cold and hard, but that's when an area rug comes in. If you love the look, concrete can make a big statement, and it will hold up for decades. And here's the best part. With any of these options, you can layer in area rugs. Area rugs add warmth, color, and texture without the commitment of wall-to-wall carpeting. Plus, they're easier to clean or replace if something spills. And let's face it, sometimes swapping out an area rug is all it takes to actually refresh the look of the room. Choose natural fibers like wool for durability, or go for synthetic options if you need something more budget-friendly. This next one's a little controversial. In-ground swimming pools. Look, pools are great if you use them regularly, but many homeowners find after the first summer, the pool becomes more of a financial and maintenance burden rather than a joy. The installation cost is high, maintenance adds up, and don't forget, you're gonna need extra insurance. So let's just break it down real quick. First off, the cost to install an in-ground pool can range anywhere from $30,000 to $70,000 or more, depending on the size, materials, and custom features. And let's not forget about the extras. Decking, landscaping, lighting, it all adds up. But the spending doesn't stop once the pool is in. You got ongoing maintenance, which brings me to my next point. Pools require constant upkeep. And I do mean constant. You need to clean the pool regularly, balance all the chemicals, and keep the water circulating to avoid algae buildup. And if you live somewhere with seasons, like I do, you're gonna have to winterize that pool every year, which also adds to the expense. Let me put it this way. If you're not prepared to spend $1,200 to $3,000 a year on maintenance, you may want to rethink the pool. And that's if everything goes smoothly. If the filter breaks or the liner needs replacing, well then it's going to be a lot more expensive. Even something as simple as a crack in the pool can lead to a lot more expensive repairs. Another factor people forget about is insurance. Pools increase your homeowner's insurance premiums because let's face it, they are a liability. If someone gets injured, even if they weren't invited, you could be held responsible. Plus, if you do have small kids or you frequently host big family gatherings, you'll need to install fences, alarms, or safety covers, all at additional costs. Safety is non-negotiable, but it's often overlooked in the excitement of pool ownership. Here's a little reality check. Depending on where you live, you might only use that pool 3, maybe 4 months out of the year. For those of you in cooler climates, I'm here in Maryland, right outside of DC, you'll spend more time covering and winterizing that pool than actually swimming in it. In some cases, homeowners have told me that that pool ends up being like a decorative showcase piece that they admire from the window. If you are lucky enough to live in an area where it is warm year-round, the pool may be worth it. But for many, it ends up being a lot of effort for very little in return. And as far as resale, you might think that pool adds to your home's value, and sometimes it does, but here's the catch. It doesn't always appeal to buyers. Some buyers see pools as an asset, while others see them as an expensive, hassle and liability. Families with small children do worry about safety, and others just simply don't want that extra maintenance. In fact, there are some cases where homes with pools do sit on the market longer because the pool actually limits the buyer pool. No pun intended. If you are banking on a pool to increase your home value, I'd recommend reconsidering. All right, let's talk about high-end kitchen appliances. This is one of those upgrades that feels like a no-brainer when you're renovating. After all, who doesn't want a professional-grade oven or a refrigerator that practically talks to you? But here's the reality. While high-end appliances look fantastic and can give your kitchen that wow factor, many homeowners regret the investment. Let me explain why. First off, the cost. A top-of-the-line refrigerator can easily set you back $5,000 to $10,000 or more. I have a friend who actually bought a $30,000 stove, which I still can't wrap my head around, but he did. And that's just for one appliance. If you're upgrading everything, stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, microwave, you could easily be looking at a minimum $30,000 kitchen suite. Now, if you're an avid chef who's constantly experimenting and throwing dinner parties, this might make sense. But for the average homeowner, it's overkill. I've had clients tell me they were so excited for their 6-burner chef's range, but after a few months, they realized they only use 2 burners at a time, just like they did with their old stove. And let's be honest, most of these high-end appliances come with a lot of features that you're gonna rarely use. Sure, the idea of a fridge that lets you see inside without opening a door sounds futuristic, but how often are you really standing there outside your fridge wondering what's inside? Or take those fancy ovens with Wi-Fi connectivity and 15 different baking modes. It sounds impressive until you realize you end up using that standard bake setting 90% of the time. The more tech you add, the more chance you have of something malfunctioning. And when these high-tech appliances break, the repairs, well, they're not cheap. And speaking about breakdowns, another thing to consider is maintenance and repair costs. Let's just say your luxury built-in refrigerator needs a new compressor. Unlike standard models where you can call any repair company, high-end brands often require authorized technicians, and they charge a premium. A simple repair that may cost like $200 on a regular appliance can easily cost triple that for a luxury one. And trust me, appliances break. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And here's something most people don't realize. High-end does not necessarily mean energy efficient. Many professional style ranges and those oversized refrigerators consume a lot more power than their mid-tier counterparts. If cutting energy costs is part of your upgrade plan, you might actually be better off choosing a mid-range Energy Star appliance than splurging on a massive built-in fridge that needs to run 24/7 to stay cool. And finally, a lot of people splurge on these high-end appliances because they think it's gonna boost their resale value. And yes, a beautiful kitchen will definitely help sell the house. But here's the catch. Buyers rarely care about the specific brand of the appliance. If your kitchen looks sleek and beautiful and upgraded, that's usually enough. A home buyer isn't necessarily going to pay more just because your oven has a French name or your refrigerator can order groceries. In fact, I have had clients actually downgrade their appliances before putting their house on the market because buyers were intimidated by these high-end systems. Some people just want a simple stove that they know how to use, not something that requires a manual. At the end of the day, your kitchen should work for you, not the other way around. Choose appliances that fit how you actually live, not just what seems impressive at the time. So before you buy that 6-burner range or that $10,000 refrigerator, just ask yourself, am I really going to use this? If the answer is probably not, well, you know what to do. Next up, elaborate outdoor kitchens. An outdoor kitchen sounds like a dream. Grilling, entertaining, maybe even a pizza oven. But here's the catch. Many homeowners rarely use them. Weather, bugs, and the hassle of actually maintaining outdoor appliances means that indoor kitchens usually get most of the action. If you love entertaining outdoors, keep it simple. A grill and a nice seating area may be all you need. And finally, smart home overload. A smart thermostat or a security system, great, but smart blinds, smart fridges, and smart light bulbs everywhere, it can get a bit overwhelming. When you need to pull your phone out just to turn on the lights, it starts to feel like a bit too much. Stick with smart features that actually improve convenience and skip the ones that complicate your daily life. All right, now it's your turn. What home upgrades did you regret the most? Or is there one you're thinking about but you're not sure it's worth it? Let me know, put it in the comments. And if this video did save you some future headaches, go ahead and like and subscribe. I've got plenty more tips coming your way. And if you missed the video where we went on the best upgrade to sell an older home, definitely check that one out next. It's a good one. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Bye!